So Tony, tell me a little bit about the dangers of floods.
Okay, floodwaters on the surface can appear to be moving quite slowly, but we know that underneath, in fact the currents underneath are moving very, very quickly. If people get caught in floodwaters, their lives are very obviously at risk. And so the dangers of flooding are that the people could lose their lives. We know people previously have gone to look after their animals that might be caught by floodwaters and have found themselves in some danger. And certainly in Canberra, we've got some recent history of people entering into floodwaters on things like blow-up air mattresses or in their kayaks and canoes, looking for a bit of a thrill. But not only do they put themselves at risk, but obviously anybody going out to rescue them is also at risk.
Right.
And so, a real clear message here is if there's any floodwaters at all, stay well clear. Too often, all too often, not only in the ACT but across Australia, you hear of people getting caught in floodwaters, driving through, walking through or playing and getting themselves caught out.
And now, especially with flash floods, what should people do if they do find themselves outdoors or in their car during an event of a situation? What's the safest thing to do?
Sure, if they can, just get up onto higher ground, just as far away from the floodwaters as you can, recognising though that sometimes with floods you'll get windstorm, and windstorms can blow down power lines.
Right.
So you need to steer well clear of those. So not only do you move up to higher ground, but you also look for any other dangers that might be there. If people have the ability to get out onto the roof of their, let's suppose their car is trapped in the waters, if people have the ability to get out onto the roof, they should do that. But there is no guarantee, of course, that we'll be able to get services to them on time, or when we get to them, it may take some time to set up the safety systems to get our rescuers out. And those rescuers will probably come from the Fire and Rescue Service to get them out to do that rescue.
And I guess what's the most important thing not to do in the event of a flood?
The single most important thing is don't enter the water. And we even encourage people, if they're going to go down for a look from a distance. Don't look up close, because the ground could be saturated. If there's a little bit of a downslope, it's not at all unheard of that people could lose their footing, slide down into the floodwaters, and then they're in real danger.
Yeah, definitely. We want to keep people as safe as possible.
Yeah. So we're not saying don't go and have a look, but do it from a hard surface, on a footpath or a roadway. Canberra has some very good viewing places for flooding. A lot of people go to Scrivener Dam, which is our main storage in Canberra, Canberra's ornamental lake, and there are floodgates there, and it's quite a spectacular sight. And a lot of people go there, and we encourage that. It's a really good thing to do. But those big storm water drains going through the suburbs, don't go anywhere near those.